Well, here's the problem with technology, right? I just recorded this exact lesson, 6 minutes long, a lot of good stuff, and I went to go rewatch it and do some editing, and my mic was muted, so there was no sound. So this is take number two, and I'm gonna try to do this more effectively in regards to time because I just wasted 6 minutes talking to a camera and not recording anything. So seems to be a mistake I make a lot lately. So today's lesson is about automation rules. And so this is a feature within your Facebook ad manager that's not used enough. It's so valuable, and Facebook has really put this feature here to help power users. So to help people that run multiple accounts, that either are an agency, they have multiple businesses, they just like to experiment. And so there's a lot of things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis if you're serious about spending money on Facebook and making money, in terms of optimizing, scaling, turning off losers, all of that stuff. And it's hard to do it personally. It's hard to do it manually all the time, or at least do it consistently without missing days and making mistakes. So Facebook has created this great thing called automation rules. Right here you can see an example. So we're in one of my reach-based retargeting campaigns, small budget retargeting campaign. And under this campaign, you'll see that we can create rules. And so within this modal, you can see all the options. So where am I applying the rule? What action am I taking? And then what conditions am I looking for to then determine what action to take, whether I should take it or not. And so within rules, you can apply them to all active campaigns, all active ad sets, all active ads, or you can select specific ones to look at. There's various actions here. So the most common is turning ad sets off. So if the cost per purchase is over a set amount, you can have it turn those ad sets off automatically. So you don't have to worry about running bad ad sets for an extra few hours, a few days because you didn't come in and check the campaign enough. So this is not about being lazy either. That's the other thing I want people to understand. This is about ensuring that you're as efficient, consistent, as effective as possible. Because listen, you're human. Things come up. You have a lot on your plate. You might not be able to check every single ad account, every single ad, every single day. Days might go by. There might be emergencies. So this helps consistently monitor your campaigns and make certain specific valuable actions. Then the other two ones are adjusting bid budget and adjusting manual bid. So these are the two core actions that rules were built for. I predominantly use this feature for adjusting budget and turning off losing ad sets. So under adjust budget, you can increase or decrease daily budget or lifetime budget based on various conditions, such as what the cost per lead is, what the cost per purchase is, if it's over this or under this. And then you can adjust manual bid. So if you're doing a lot of manual bid testing and your one low bid is not seeing enough reach, you can increase the daily bid if certain conditions are met. If the cost per purchase is too high, maybe you lower the manual bid. So this is a great feature as well. And then we hop into conditions. So within conditions, we can do the common ones such as, what's the frequency? So if the frequency hits a certain amount, turn that ad set off. This is great for retargeting campaigns. If you want to set it so lifetime spend triggers and turns it off, or what the cost per result is at a generic level, you can do that. I mainly use these conditions. So cost per website conversion, so using pixel data. And mainly it's these two. So cost per lead and cost per purchase are the two conditions I look at for pretty much all my rules. So typically what I'm using this feature for is consistently scaling my winning ad sets by a fixed percentage, which is a strategy I'll talk about in another lesson in the course when we get to scaling. And this is a core feature of that. So if my cost per purchase is smaller than 20, let's say that's my ideal CPA, anything under 20, I want to adjust the budget. I want to increase the budget on that. So I might say, hey, I want to increase the daily budget of this ad set by 20%. If it has over 8,000 lifetime impressions, that's the minimum threshold Facebook sets, and the cost per purchase below 20 within the last 3 days. So this is the time range where if it's 3 days, if Facebook at midnight is essentially going to look at the last 3-day CPA and take the average of that. And then if the average of that is below 20, it's going to trigger this action and increase the daily budget by 20%. And what's great about this is it's consistent, it's precise, it doesn't miss a beat, and it's incredibly effective because Facebook likes consistency. They like, not rocking the boat, and they like it when you don't make too many changes at once. So automation rules ensure that you're making very specific changes in a predictable manner at the same time of day in the same frequency of days. And so, I can cap this. So if I only want to increase the budget up to $200 total, the rule won't kick in anymore once this daily budget cap has been hit. So again, this is a really powerful feature within Facebook Ad Manager. It's a great way to keep a second pair of eyes on your campaigns and ensure that you're not spending money on losers for too long. That anytime a loser is identified, it's turned off. That your winners are scaled consistently so you can get to scale much faster than you would if you kind of just went in randomly throughout the week and identified when it was working and tried to increase the budget. This is going to be much more predictable and scalable. So automation rules, if you're not using them, you need to start using them today. It's going to help make you a lot more efficient and a lot more profitable with your Facebook ads.